So today we will discuss about domains of marketing intelligence. So the one is of the domain of the marketing intelligence, the product decisions. Right. So marketing intelligence helps in making decisions on investing in new products and also in optimizing product distribution or offerings to target customer groups with the help of this marketing intelligence. Then you all know that marketing intelligence try to gather the information or data in the environment. So, say for example, a smartphone company, before introducing a new model, uses marketing intelligence to analyze customer feedback on previous models and competitor products. Right. So, there are different data or information regarding this mobile phone uh, can help the company to introduce a very competitive model based on the feedback of the customers of the previous model and what customers really think about the previous model and what their feedback and what are their expectations will be considered at the same time at present they write uh, get the data about the competitive products in the market and they can understand what are the features of these competitive products and how the customers are thinking about that. And then they discover that the users are seeking longer battery life and better camera quality based on the idea they can identify. Normally, people are still having issues with the battery life and the camera quality. So then the particular company can pay attention based on the marketing intelligence data gathered in the environment about the phone right features. And based on this information, a company invests in developing a new model with an MkIS battery and advanced camera features targeting in these specific customer needs. So like that, automobile companies also now they are moving towards electronic vehicles, especially battery powered vehicle, solar powered vehicle, because the marketing intelligence information suggests automobile companies like people are thinking about environmental friendly products and they prefer the environmental friendly products and the company right observing market also. So there are some competitors introducing these electronic vehicles, battery powered vehicles, and so then one automobile company right to introduce a new vehicle can consider these aspects in their models, and they can incorporate this technologies to meet the customer's expectations in the market. So that's why the product decision now you can understand, right? Uh, uh, so marketing intelligence can help, right? These are some examples. So then every companies before they try to introduce the product, try to gather the informations, right, from the different sources about the product decision, what type of product they can introduce, right? So what are the features they can provide, and what are the technology they can adopt. Right? So then this kind of decisions can be taken with the help of the marketing intelligence, right? By collecting the data from the different sources. And promotion and customer segmentation decisions. Promotion and customer segmentation decisions here. Marketing intelligence gives an opportunity for companies to study the impact of advertisements before and after advertisements. As a marketing intelligence gives an opportunity for companies to study the impact of advertisements before and after advertisements. So then you all know that especially the marketing companies nowadays, they are paying attention on the foreign campaigns, right? So then to decide the promotional campaigns, then they want some information. So based on the research and audience composition, marketing intelligence gives companies the flexibility to choose advertising media. So finally, marketing intelligence also gives companies enough information for selection of target segments because now when they try to initiate the promotional campaigns, then they decide the media, and then they decide the target groups, and then they decide the content. So with the help of this information gathered through the marketing intelligence, we can design a very effective advertising companies. Say for example, a fashion retailer wants to launch a new advertisement campaign, right? Fashion retailer wants to launch a new advertisement campaign. So then by utilizing marketing intelligence, they study the demographics. Demographic means the populations, age, size, and age groups, and gender, education, income, and other demographical aspects. Then they study and behaviors of their current customers. The behavior means the actual actions of the current customers who because know the market, what type of product they prefer when they purchase, right, how much they are spending for the fashion, right, products. So these things they can understand by studying the behavior. So then they find that a significant portion of their target audience spends time on Instagram and Facebook and TikTok. That's why response will on to influencer marketing. So then they based on these informations, the particular marketer can create some advertising program to right reach their customers through the social media platform like Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook. And they decide to allocate a large portion of their advertising budget to these social media platforms, right? Instagram, and TikTok, and Facebook, and influencer partnership, leading to a more successful campaign, right? So even if they don't sometimes analyze these information without getting these informations, they can select some other media. Sometimes that media may not be effective. By getting this sort of information about the customers in the fashion, right, retail, they can understand, especially the fashion retails always targeting the younger customer, younger generation, and they are more concerned about the social media platform. So that's why it is very effective by selecting the social media platform to do the promotion of campaigns and selecting the younger generation, especially for this right fashion retail industry. So like that, there are different examples we can discuss, like sometimes like healthcare, yeah, right? So there some chronic disease like blood pressure, diabetics, and then they can normally analyze this information, right? They can identify, right? So the elderly people are right. Other segments, right? The target segments when they can create some promotional campaigns towards their health awareness to or promote their healthcare products, right? So like this, they can use the marketing intelligence system to gather this informations and taking some decisions on the promotion and customer segmentation. And another one, so we can move towards the brand and pricing decisions, right? So the brand and pricing decisions, now we can understand marketing intelligence helps decision makers in building brand equity and consciousness among the targeted customer segments, right? Marketing intelligence helps decision makers in building brand equity and conciseness among the targeted customer segment. So then gathering marketing intelligence also uh, helps capture popular perception and changing trends, taste, and lifestyle. So here you see, um, marketing intelligence, collecting valuable insights. Uh, Say, for example, right? So a coffee brand uh, aiming to position itself as a premium product, right? Uh, so then now coffee, there are coffee we may think about as normal coffee people, but in foreign countries, that is a very so popular, right, market in effort, because there are a lot of Starbucks, you all know that, so it's a very popular coffee brand. Like that, these brands, coffee brands, aiming to position itself as a premium product. Premium means it's a very quality, expensive product. So then they can conduct a market research and find that its target customers associate premium quality with organic and ethically sourced ingredients. So then premium brands, as I said, the high quality, expensive product. So then the consumers also, uh, the group, they are ready to pay for their premium products, and they always value the organic items and the ethically sourced ingredients. That is the aspect they so like environmental friendly products like that. There are some consumers prefer ethical sourced ingredients, ethical practices, and due to that there may be high, so the expensive product, right? So then they decided to highlight these aspects in their branding, right? So then when they try to position the brand as a very expensive premium brand, is concerned about organic and ethical um, sourced ingredients. And that's why adjust their pricing strategy to reflect the premium nature of the product. The premium brands normally is very expensive compared to normal brands. So then that brand is positioning in the consumer's mind as it is a premium brand, and consumers are also ready to purchase, and thus appealing to concise consumers willing to pay a higher price for quality and ethics. So like that, Apple also the same thing, because there are smartphones with the same functionalities available, but you see Apple products are premium products in the market because they are very expensive and they position uh, right uh, marketing intelligence assists in brand positioning and pricing strategies by capturing consumer perception trends and competitive dynamic, because how these Apple products are fixing the high price, because they gather the information about the consumer's perception about the Apple products, and most of the consumers prefer to purchase Apple products even they are ready to pay like high price, because they prefer to get the high quality product and they don't worry about the price, right? So that's why, so then these marketing intelligence help these companies to position their brand in the consumer's mind as a very the premium products, and not only the premium products, because the price also high, because they are accepting the high price, because most of the consumers feel like that, because the value for money, because these the premium products are exceptionally quality product, and they are ready to pay the high amount, right? So, so with the help of this marketing intelligence, only they can understand whether the customers are ready to pay the high price for these kind of premium products. And keeping stakeholders happy. So another aspect or another domain of marketing intelligence is understanding the stakeholder needs and responding to them. Keeps all stakeholders, customers, channels, and suppliers satisfied. Right. So understanding the stakeholder needs and responding to them keeps all stakeholders, uh, customer channels and suppliers satisfied customers, a profitable customer. So then how they can do that with the help of this marketing intelligence? Because Marketing intelligence ensures that companies understand and meet the needs of all stakeholders by collecting feedbacks and other opinions, including customers, suppliers, distributors, channels, leading to overall satisfaction. Uh, so we can discuss different examples to understand this right phenomena. The a grocery retailer uses marketing intelligence to track customer satisfaction levels and supply performance. Normally, popular the supermarkets and grocery chains, and then around the world there are a lot of supermarket chains are there. So then they try to track the customer satisfaction, track the customer. The term they are using, the tracking means try to monitor the customer satisfaction, right? Levels and supply performance also they try to track, right, by gathering this information through the marketing intelligence. So when they discover that customer is value plus produce and from service, right? Customers always value the plus produce, so that's why even they prefer the product immediately after the hours peak or immediate products. That means first produce they prefer based on this information. And from service in the sense when customers make some orders or response, then they request or queries and they expect a quick response. While suppliers also seek timely payments and clear communications, right? These sort of information they can like by addressing these needs, by considering these needs, such as ensuring quicker restocking of fresh produce and maintaining a transparent communication with suppliers, this grocery chain increase the satisfaction and loyalty among all the stakeholders, right? So then now you see even all aspects of marketing is getting the benefit from utilizing this marketing intelligence system by gathering the data and supporting them with these informations, right? And market estimation, competitive benchmarking, and distribution. So marketing intelligence also helps in quantitative analysis of a market process, estimating size of the market, quantitative and behavioral analysis of the market, and forecasting future trends and needs. So then is the market estimation, right? Competitive benchmarking and distribution. This is very important because marketing intelligence aids, right? So helping in assessing the market size. Then market size means market share means in a particular industry. What is the portion of the customer base for the particular company? By analyzing this information, they can get this all right. Analyzing competitor performance and forecasting trends. This information helps companies make informed strategic decision. Example, an electric vehicle, right? EV manufacturer, right? As we discussed now, companies are moving towards electric vehicles, and this electric vehicle manufacturer has to enter, right, or introduce uh, into a new market through marketing intelligence. They estimate the potential market size for EVs. Potential market size means number of people with their needs and preferences to make a demand for the electronic vehicles, right? So then they can estimate. So analyze the complete offerings. So then how many competitors are there and what about their offers, right? And offering their competitive offers and their market shares, right? And what are the what is the portion? What are the portions of the market share the competitors are holding? And forecast future trends in consumer demand for eco-friendly vehicles. Also, then that is normally is kind of a forecasting or prediction, by collecting information in the environment that they can focus about how people are preferring to move towards eco-friendly products. So I'm with this data, right? With the help of this data, they decide uh, on the optimal timing for entry, at what time they can enter to get some advantage in the market, develop a competitive pricing strategy. So by analyzing the competitors, they can understand the market, what is the price, right? People accept and the competitors are offering, and based on that, they can decide some attractive pricing or competitive pricing and choose the most effective distribution channels to maximize the market penetration. That is another important aspect because electric vehicle manufacturers are entering to the new market. Sometimes Chinese, they are producing the vehicles in China, and they are now, you see, recently I read some articles about, and Canada, there are a lot of electric vehicles are coming from China. So then government of Canada has decided to increase some rights or taxing system to control these flooding market of electric vehicles in Canada. It's like Australia also has having some concern about the electric vehicles are moving to right. So there are a lot of electric vehicles are coming to the market and they are very cheap as well. So then in this case, these Chinese companies, how they can use the channels to distribute, whether they can go and have their own channels? No. Normally, it is not possible because these automobile companies, when they are distributing their automobiles in the countries and they try to use the existing channels of distribution already, there may be a car with dealers and they can have some contract with them to market their products in that countries like that. So then they want to get all sort of information about how they can distribute using the different distribution channels, right? The company to move, if they want to take all sort of information is necessary. Now you can understand how this marketing intelligence system is helping the companies to make a market estimation, competitive benchmarking, and distributions. And ways of collecting data, in addition to this, the marketing intelligence system can gather the data by scanning the environment in following way. Because there are a lot of ways available to methods and mocks available, right, to gather the data for the marketing intelligence, right? So what we are today, we will discuss about some the ways, right? So then one is the unfocused scanning. Unfocused scanning in the sense they just the manager, so right, so he or she reads, hears, and watches, expose himself herself to information that may prove useful, while the behavior is unfocused and the manager has no specific purpose in mind. It is not an intentional. So that means now you can understand even they can read something there may be their habits, right? So then they can read something, they plan to read something and actually without having any particular intention to understand whether technological changes or competitor movement, without having that kind of intention, just they are reading some materials, right? So while reading these materials, they can get some information, right? So then that is normally happening in their day-to-day operation. Uh, they can read, right? A lot of newspapers, online news and forums, and from that, they can get some useful information, right? So various magazines they can read, listen to the podcast, or watches the TV shows related to uh, different fields, right? So one day while reading a lifestyle magazine, the manager sometimes comes, they see some interesting articles about growing trends in eco-friendly package, right? While reading some magazines, while they are reading some magazines related to the businesses, they sometimes they read, but they don't have any uh, a particular intention to understand the packaging or whatever it is without any intention, just they are reading. So that means now you can understand the term unfocused, its meaning. is without any particular focus, they are reading regularly. While reading some magazines or reports or newspapers, but they can get some interesting stuff like that. As I said, when they are reading the magazine, lifestyle magazine, then the article about growing trend in eco-friendly package, right? Growing trend in eco-friendly package. Although not actively searching for this information, the manager identifies potential relevance to their company's product packaging separately, right? So then that can be very useful because the company is doing a packaging businesses, but while reading these, right, simply we can say accidentally they can identify there are some useful information in the article about the growing trend of the package eco-friendly. This include the incidental discovery could lead to the adoption of a more sustainable practice and connecting with the consumer preferences and engaging brand right image. So then one is the in-focus scanning, another one is a semi-focus scan. So then here you see the manager is not in search for a particular piece of information that he is actively searching, but does narrow the range of media that is scanned, right? So then they will, there are a lot of interest. For example, a manager may focus more on economic and business publication, broadcast, etc., and pay less attention in political, scientific, or technological media. That means they are narrowed down their focus towards the publication related to the economic and business, right? Then they are simply ignoring other right areas. So while they are focusing on these business and economics, marketing manager narrows their focus to specific sources. So then they might subscribe to Harvard Business Review. These are very popular business review magazines and Wall Street journals. These are very popular around the globe. Even right in Sri Lanka, also business Sunday Times, Business Times, like that, business sections of the other weekly and right weekend papers they can focus on. So like various industry-specific newsletters may be available. They can focus on that, but even they don't have any particular intention to get any particular information, but they focus towards the particular source, right? So that's why it's a semi-focus means they are focusing on the sources, not the messages. Through regular reading, the manager notices notices a series of articles predicting a surge in demand for electric vehicle, right? Now you see through regular reading, the manager notices a series of articles predicting a surge in demand for electric vehicles. So as I said, while they are reading these sources related to the business and economies, regular articles talking about the featuring about this search in demand for electric vehicles. So then this semi-focused approach helps the managers stay informed about relevant market trends and audience strategic decisions, such as developing a marketing campaign, targeting a core consumers, or partnering with the electric vehicle manufacturers. So now you can understand while they are focusing on the sources, but without having any intention of a particular interest, but they can find some interesting in them. It's stories or information continuously appearing in the sources can get the attention of the particular marketers to use that information for their marketing strategies in future. And informal search, right? So then another one is that describes the situation where a fairly limited and unstructured attempt is made to obtain information for specific purpose, right? So for the specific purpose, but now you see earlier we discussed focus on the sources. Now they are focused on the purpose, but informally they try to get this information. For example, the marketer manager of a firm considering entering the business of importing frozen fish from a neighboring country may make informal inquiries as to prices and demand levels of approach and first fish in that market. So get some idea about the market. So yeah, what they can do, the marketing manager informally inquiries about the market potential by talking to friends who works in that industry and visiting local and stores and casually asking customers about the preferences, right? So like that, the manager may join online forums and social media groups where these the products available. So another example also is like this. Sometimes uh, the marketer is right to provide some organic products, eco-friendly skincare products, and the marketing manager informally inquires about the market potential by talking to friends who work in the beauty industry and visiting local organic stores and casually asking the customers about their preferences. Additionally, the manager may join online forums and social media groups. Yeah, organic skincare is discussed, so gaining the deep understanding of the customer's opinion um, and informal surveys. So this unstructured approach normally is considered as an informal. So it helps to gather preliminary data without need for the formal research method, right? So then another one is the uh, formal search, right? Formal search, you see, this is a purposeful search after information in some systematic way. The information will be required to address a specific issue. So, whilst this sort of activity may seem to share the characteristic of marketing research, it is carried out by the manager himself, a person, rather than a professional researcher. So, moreover, the scope of the research search is likely to be narrow in scope and far less intensive than the marketing research. Right? So then they have a narrow scope towards that, uh, but very intensive, right, about this information. So the company plans to introduce a new line of health drinks or snacks. So the marketing manager conduct a formal search to gather data on current market trends, right? So what are the trends, what are the products is moving fast in the market, and what are the products people prefer to purchase, and consumer preferences, and the competitive products available. So this involves this kind of a searching, a formal search involves creating a detailed survey, distributing it to a target audience, and analyzing the results systematically. And the manager might also review market reports, analyze sales data from similar products, and consult industry experts. The information collected through this formal search helps in making informed decisions about product features, pricing, and marketing strategies, ensuring the new line meets consumer needs and stands out in the competitive landscape. So then these methods of data, right, collection is in marketing intelligence provide valuable insights, whether it's right. So then these are the ways normally we are collecting the data. Uh, and so then, apart from this, these are the ways already we have discussed. And now we can, right, later we will discuss about some, right, the marketing intelligence can use the internet to collect the data. So marketers can research the strength and weakness of the competitors online on 5 different ways. They can collect independent customer goods and service review forums, distributor or sales agent feedback sites, combo sites offering customer reviews and expert opinion, and customer compliance sites and public blogs. And we can discuss from the next class. Thank you.